25-yard line.
Go. With 20!
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. C.J. Prosise was the intended target. And it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's been a long day for you. 36, 36. Touch 50, touch 50. Right there, 54 Mike. Record. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. And
that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Wentz now to throw. Aguilar has it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Brings up second and 8 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Get that quarterback.
To throw is Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So don't say nothing. Check 52.
Good guys, 4 down.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 37 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up second and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
49 to Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the 38, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A screen set up. That's complete to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Take 4, take 4.
Now it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Alert flare.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the pass.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't shot. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch QB.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Wilson to throw again. And Dixon has it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come out here in the eye.
Good job right there. Check 26.
SOS.
22, check.
They'll run it. This is Procise. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Tyler Lockett, 30, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are able to regain the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm right. Man 5-7. Hey, wahoo! Shift. Motion. Check. Shift. Shift. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Brilliant. Shift. Hey, stand. 54. Man 5-7. Chance.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Bring out. All day, every day, any day. Check nine. Hey, alert 3, alert.
On third down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep.
Wentz dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
First down, Philadelphia.
On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Let's go. Great. Here,
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check Mike 54. They can't hang with us. Rush in.
Hey, 0.
Shoot.
Block that.
Shoot. Hey, check 24.
Hey, guys, listen.
Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught. Lockett. 7 yards there and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Go.
Check. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Got it.
Check 43.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All day, defense, all day.
Go 14.
Now it's Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards the pickup there.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Mike 54.
18.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, Procise. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch out.
Hey, alert.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise.
Here we go.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
Back. Look left, look left. Mike set. Mike 54.
They go read option with Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A gain of 6 there on first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger